Hello and welcome back to episode 23 of Unknown to World Known. We're back for the new season. We've got some transfers to go through and hopefully a good start to the season. Just before we go into transfers, if you can leave a like down below, comment what you think we can achieve this season. Hopefully it's the year we finally get our hands on the elusive Champions League, and also subscribe if you are enjoying the content. We've got a little experiment coming up in the next few days that will be out probably at the weekend, just so that it fills the space on Saturday that I often miss because I'm busy playing golf and things like that. Transfer wise, there's been a lot of outgoing, starting with Badrami, who's gone to Real Madrid. We sold him for £25 million, so slight loss on him, but at 31, very good sale. Skriniar has also left. He's gone to Chelsea for £7.5 million. Wasn't quite as happy about selling him because he was still one of our best centre-backs, but on the flip side, he was 35. £7.5 million for a 35-year-old is pretty good in my book. Gaisano has left to AC Milan. We were getting some funds for a final big transfer, so off he went, £7.5 million. Dennis Talignani, I'm not sure, but he's gone to Everton. He was one where I kind of wanted to keep him because of his potential, but he, similar to somebody else we had, kind of came to us and said, I don't think I'm ever going to be good enough here. Well, if you got that little ambition, off you go. Incoming, we start with Roberto De Los Santos, who's come in from Santa Clara for £32.5 million. Can't register him currently, though, which is a bit of a mistake on my part. We're going to try and find a place on loan for him. We have Marco Gufrida, who's come in from Sassuolo. He's cost us a decent amount, £42.5 million. He's got a lot of potential. I'm hoping in this team he'll be able to unleash that potential a little bit early. Then we have our Skriniar replacement, Marcin Sneeg, who's come in from Bayer Leverkusen, £65 million. So it was quite an expensive move, but he does look very good. His mental attributes in particular are absolutely fantastic. So hopefully he'll fit into that back three very nicely. And the big one, Mohamed Kumar, has come in from Liverpool. £100 million for this guy. But he looks incredible. He can play in the Mazzala role or out on the right wing if we need him to. Apparently he can play holding midfield as well, which that won't be happening. But he's come in so that we've got extra options. We've always had Milinkovic-Savic in midfield. He's kind of to take the load off him because I think Milinkovic-Savic was struggling with how many games he was playing. So we've rotated that. We've got a new guy in to do the job. Serie A wise, we are starting the season the same way we did last year against Fiorentina. Obviously last year we picked up a 7-0 win on the opening day. If we can recreate that, we would be extremely happy. League wise, we are predicted to finish second to Juventus. However, I would hope we've got enough about us to bounce back from the disappointment last season, pick up the win. Napoli have lost their manager just before the start of the season, which is quite funny. I believe he's gone off to be an international manager. I'm saying this without actually checking. Steven Gerrard, no, he's gone to be Hertha Berlin manager. Never mind. They've lost their manager. They're looking for somebody as the season starts, which is far from ideal for them. But despite that, doesn't really affect us. Let's go and see if we can start the season with a win. Our lineup to try and do that, we've got Bijlow in goal, a back three of Upamecano, Suarez and Sneeg, Springer and Riguri in the wing backs, Neves and Kumar in midfield, Serovic on the right, Sokol on the left and Real up front. Bastoni is injured currently, so we're going to obviously not play him, and we're going to bring Gufrida off the bench for his debut. I'd like to see how Sokol deals with it first. Our first highlight is a Fiorentina goal kick. He goes long and Sneeg misses the header, but Suarez is able to head it back to Bijlow nice and calmly. Bijlow plays it out to Upamecano, and now he's going to bring it out of the defence. We've stopped playing them as wide centre-backs. We've gone back to just like ball-playing centre-backs. Long ball from Suarez out to Riguri on the left-hand side. Can he get a cross in? He can towards Real, who puts us 1-0 up. Less than 7 minutes into the start of the season. We lead. Fantastic start. Hopefully we can build on this. I think this year we really need to be progressing in the Champions League. We've had some really disappointing early exits. This year we need to make progress. That's how we're going to do it. Another goal kick for Fiorentina here, just over half an hour gone. It's headed down. Kumar manages to get to it first though. Real lays it off to Suarez and back to Sneeg. We're able to build from the back. Kumar plays it back to Sneeg. Nice and patient here. Ball to Real. Suarez to Ruben Neves. Out to Serovic on the right. He avoids a tackle there. Plays the ball over the top to Kumar, who rounds the keeper and puts us 2-0 up. Very nice work from Kumar. Very nice work from Serovic, who, to be fair, towards the end of last season, I kind of been not using him very much, but he's really come into his own and been fantastic on that right-hand side for us. I think he's now just flat out our starting right winger, and that's part of why. Springer with the ball on the right-hand side. He sends across towards the far post. It goes over Sokol, but he's able to lay it off to Riguri. Kumar on the edge, back to Riguri. He goes past his man. Chance for a cross here, whips one in. It nearly goes straight in, and Real knocks it in as it rebounds from the keeper. We have got an offside check, which I'd be surprised if this is offside just because of the way that goal played out. And it is offside. So I'm guessing as Riguri sent the cross, Serovic is offside. Excuse me? Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Free kick for Fiorentina here. Goes long. Suarez wins the header. And then it's eventually won by Springer. Serovic on the ball. Back to Springer. Ruben Neves to Upamecano and back to Suarez. Out to Sneeg as the left centre-back. Lots of space for him to run into. Sokol with a ball through to Real. What brings it down? 2-0. Oh, 3-0. Sorry, 3-0. Fantastic start. Real with 2 goals to start his season. We really need Real to not go on that goal drought that he did last season. Maybe not having Lautaro Martinez. Real now knows he is the main man. Maybe that'll help him. It looks to have given him a bit of freedom. At half-time, we're leading 3-0. Real's got himself 2 goals. We've just looked very good so far. So hopefully in the second half we can keep this up. And as promised, Sokol is going to come off for Grafada on the left-hand side for his debut. Riguri with a corner, sends it in, it's headed away. Sneeg collects it as it bounces away though. Riguri across. Grafada with the finish, but it did look offside to me. It's actually Riguri who's being checked for offside, which is... I mean, he might have been. I wasn't paying attention to that side of the pitch at the time. Let's have a look. It has been disallowed. It is Riguri who was offside, unfortunately. So here, as Sneeg plays it back out to him, yeah, he's well offside. And then I'm not convinced Grafada wasn't also offside. Beza with a free kick for Fiorentina. Bichlau with a fantastic save, getting across his box really well. It's gone out for a corner, which is going to be sent in. Can we get this away straight away? We can through Upamecano. Matinha is going to go and collect it, plays it back into Milanese, and then out to Beza with the shot. Bichlau with a simple save. We are going to bring Kumar off now for Nagel in midfield, and we'll also look to bring Ruben Neves off for Ivan Carlos. So very late on, Ivan Carlos actually going off with an injury, but nothing we can do about it. And an incredibly quiet second half ends with an incredibly quiet second half there as we come out of it with a 3-0 win. I think we did take our foot off the pedal a little bit in that second half intentionally, because there wasn't really a need for us to push for more. We've started the season with a win. That's all that we needed at the moment, and I don't know how I can get that to go away. There we are. And while we're here, it would be rude not to include the Champions League draw. We are second seeds for it this year, I believe, with not winning the league. That is indeed the case. There's a couple of teams that we'd like to draw here, preferably Sporting, Ajax, or Lille. Also, fair play to Lille. I don't know what they've won. I'm guessing they may have won the Europa League. But, fair play to them being in the first seeds. So we don't get Group A. We avoid Bayern Munich, which is quite nice. We'd like to avoid PSG. We do so. We do avoid Manchester United as well. We need this. We can't get this draw. We've got Real Madrid. That's not the team you wanted from the first seeds. Looking at the second seeds as they come through, Rangers or Celtic would be very nice, or Feyenoord. Celtic are gone. Monaco, we'd be Feyenoord. We can draw either of these. We do get Rangers, which is one of our favourable ones. And then out of this final group of seeds, Göteborg, Basak here, Partizan would all be fine. Really, we just don't want Mönchengladbach or Shakhtar. And Shakhtar are gone. I'd take Partizan. That's who we're going to get. I think with that, you've got a very solid chance. Very solid. We're going through. It's just a question of whether we can go through first or second. I would think we've got enough about us to top that group. I don't know how good Real Madrid are, but they did go out in the group stage last year. So that in itself means we've probably got a decent chance. The final group game will be against Rangers. So we will come back for Ternana and Real Madrid. Why not show you a game against one of the newly promoted sides? It'll be something a little bit different to what we normally get. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Let me know, as I say, what you think we are going to do this season. We really need, at the very least, we need to be getting to the latter stages of the Champions League. Really, we should be winning it by now. Subscribe if you are enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.